TheYuckCast, episode 4. I'm Kuda. I'm the guest today. I'm with Burg, Shake, Coop, and Juiceman.
Yeah. We got some good topics on the table today, though. All-Star Weekend coming up. Really excited for that. I love the NBA, and I know everyone here is a basketball fan to some extent. So, pretty excited for that. We also want to touch upon some other pretty crazy things. Let's get into the first topic, which is All-Star Weekend.
I was kind of disappointed that Zach LaVine couldn't participate this year because I wanted him and Aaron Gordon to go at it again.
That would have been crazy.
And with that new guy, too, Derrick Jones Jr., that would have been dope.
Well, yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, I think he opted out before he got hurt, which was crazy because I figured he would want to go up against him again.
Did y'all see him attempt that double under the legs dunk?
Yes, I did see that. He and then he had a really nice. I think it was like a 360 windmill type. I don't know what it was. It was crazy. I kind of want to see the Greek Freak in the dunk contest. That would be cool to me.
Yeah.
He had that one dunk where he took the gather step. It kind of looked like he took 3 or 4 steps, but it's the gather, and then he takes 1, 2, and he damn near went from the free throw line.
He had this dunk the other night where he really just took one dribble past half court and took off.
That was
practically
cool.
from the. I think he might actually be if he were to participate, he would probably be the first one to actually take lift off before the free throw line, with room.
In the dunk
you know what I mean?
Before though.
Oh no, it's been done, but it's always the toe touches the line.
No, I think Ibaka did it full.
Ibaka did it full, but he's saying before too, like back, a little bit back, like pulling it like maybe a foot back. That guy, he can.
He's a monster. Yeah.
Hasn't he been
He's incredible.
in the dunk contest before though? I'm pretty sure he has.
So. Maybe he has. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he might have.
I don't remember. I don't recall it. So maybe he wasn't prepared, or maybe he really didn't.
Trash dunks.
No, I think he did a great dunk to finish it, but his first dunks were so bad that he didn't get the.
I think you're right. Yeah, I see pictures here on Google.
It could have been one of the trash format years. There was a couple years where the format was garbage.
Well, there were teams, right?
Yeah, and they were
those are the
60
worst.
seconds. Go do your dunks, and it was what? You know what I kind of liked back in the day? That they tried out. I like the horse competition. I like that kind of thing. They did that outside one year, and I like that. I don't know.
That was really
cool. They did it. I want to say it was maybe it was 2014, 2015, but they did it, and I really enjoyed it.
Few. One of them was Omri Caspi, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure KD was in one.
Yeah, KD was definitely in it. He might have won actually.
That was years. I think that was
I think it was 2010,
possibly. No, it was long ago because I remember I was more of a kid.
Wow, holy
crap. See, that's what I figured.
That is a long time ago.
It was a while back.
Old, but yeah, he was the winner in 2010. But that was cool. It was Omri Caspi, Durant, and Rondo. I like that though. Stuff like that. I find those little activities. Again, that wasn't at nighttime. That was the middle of Saturday afternoon or something. But it was cool. I like watching the practices. It's just cool seeing all these all-stars in one area interacting with others. Because you don't see this other than Team USA, which is every freaking 2 or 4 years. I don't know if they do
every 2 years, but
it's a long time.
Though. When they do the complete Olympics.
Events that are great. Even on that All-Star Game morning, when they're doing the half-court shots as teams.
I like that. That's what I'm saying.
I love stuff like that.
I like the little where they're talking with the coaches. They got the fans in the stands watching the practice. Pretty much the biggest day. Let's talk about just the revival of the slam dunk competition, because last year that was pretty much, hey, it's back, and before that it was kind of quiet. The hype last year was crazy though. We're not gonna act like that wasn't one of the better dunk competitions of all time. That was insane. So what are you expecting from Aaron Gordon this year? Is he gonna bring it, or is he gonna be out of dunks? That's one of these things why guys stop, is because they're out of dunks.
You could just YouTube and find some dunks to do always. The Flight Brothers and all those people, they always doing crazy dumb dunks like that. I never even seen before either, and never been done in an NBA events. So
you're saying basically running out of dunks is kind of almost an excuse to a point where there's so many different variations of things, and again, but not everybody's able to do every type of dunk and have it look the same way, Because when a smaller guy does dunk, it can look more impressive, or if you do it more powerful, there's so many different ways you can do a dunk. But looking at the field this year, Derrick Jones Jr., Aaron Gordon, Glenn Robinson III, and DeAndre Jordan. I like DeAndre as the sleeper pick, but he obviously isn't as agile as some of them.
I feel like he's going to do a bunch of stuff like Dwight Howard did,
But Dwight Howard won it, though.
The top of the backboard and dunk it.
I'm pretty sure he's been in the dunk contest before, too.
Really?
He wasn't that impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure
You're probably right. I like him as a sleeper, though. Like, I feel like no one's probably talking about him, probably because of that reasoning. But he can throw it down, man. He can do the power dunks, which can look really impressive. But obviously, Aaron Gordon, nasty. Like, if he brings anything from last year, anything close to that, like, he'll probably win it. And Derrick Jones Jr., obviously, we've seen some nice stuff out of him.
Pretty much, as long as they pull off their stuff in the first 2 tries, like, it's going to be exciting. But if they out there struggling, it's going to be like, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is, like, goes to, like, successfully completing the dunk, like,
and getting
early.
the crowd involved, yeah.
And the theatrics as well, like, plays a big part. If you can, like, get the crowd hyped up and the judges, and then you do perform on the dunk on your first try, those are usually the high scores.
Like, if you bring out this big theatrical performance, and then you go out and you miss the dunk, and then you miss it again, and the crowd is just like...
Yeah, and that's happened. I want to say, was it Paul George a few years ago who went out with, like, the pitch black?
Yeah. I think
with, like, the glow-up suit?
Guys,
and I'm pretty sure it took him, like, a while.
That happens,
if I remember it.
That was cool. That was a cool little thought behind that, because I don't think we've seen that before.
I mean, yeah, a lot of it just goes to, like, how you carry out the dunk, like you were saying, like, how much power you put into it. Yep. And, I guess, like, the whole build-up, too. Like, for example, like, not to even get sidetracked, but Zion Williamson, like, the kid in high school, like, I think he pulled out, like, a 360 windmill, like, in the middle of a game. So it's, like, for an NBA player, if you could do... It doesn't have to be, like, the craziest dunk in the world, but if you could just be really emphatic and like I said, get the crowd into it.
The speed and power you put behind the dunk and the move and things like that. But let's talk winners. Who you guys got? I'm going Aaron Gordon. I think safe pick. I think I like him, and I think this dude's going to have some crazy dunks. So I'm going to go with Aaron Gordon. I think he's still got it.
I take Derrick Jones Jr.
All right. Nice. That's not a bad pick, to be honest.
I got Derrick Jones, too.
Ooh. Okay.
I think I'm going to take Aaron Gordon, but I'm pulling for Derrick Jones Jr.
A lot of people seem to be going that way. What you got, Burg? Derrick Jones Jr., Aaron Gordon, Glenn Robinson, and DeAndre.
Damn. Guess I got Derrick Jones Jr. This is crazy.
Wow. Let's touch on the 3-point contest, which is always great to watch. Last year was awesome between Clay and Steph going off, and it seems like every year guys get better at this 3-point contest. Like, we used to see, like, I feel like numbers like 20 weren't that, like, that was like a number that would win you the competition. Like, if you were shooting some 20s consistently. But now, it's like guys going out there putting up 25, 27. Like, you got to be really damn good, and you got to pretty much hit your money balls. Like, you have to kill it. The competition this year, we got Klay Thompson, Lowry, Eric Gordon, Kyrie Irving, C.J. McCollum, Kemba Walker, Wesley Matthews, and Nick Young. That's a lot of names. Do they usually have that many?
I'm kind of leaning towards C.J. McCollum to win it, but I think Clay got it, though, to be honest.
Clay has definitely put on some beastly performances years past. Definitely a solid... He's a good safe pick if you were to pick a winner, I'd say. Like, you can't go wrong with Klay Thompson in a 3-point contest. But Lowry's been killing it this year percentage-wise. And another guy, Kemba Walker, he can knock him down. McCollum. Kyrie Irving's always a monster.
I got Clay. Like, I don't even think it's close, to be honest. He's easily the best spot-up shooter out of any of them.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be the only one who's going to be talked about for years to come about their shooting ability. I think you got, 3-4 point guards in there.
A lot of these guys do it off the dribble,
A lot of them shoot off the dribble.
Yeah.
Wesley Matthews is another solid spot-up shooter, but I think it's Clay, and I don't even think it's going to be too difficult for him either.
I think Kyrie might give him a challenge, just because Kyrie, he's a gamer. Like, when the time comes and the moment's on the line, like, he just, I don't know, he does some incredible things. So I think him and Kyrie might be in the finals, and I
and it's not to say, like, the others are, like, bad shooters.
True.
I just think Clay is just easily the best.
His form is quick, it's release, it's just very simple and set, and that is something that's really good for a competition like this, where you just gotta grab the ball, put it up, grab the ball, put it up, and you just gotta keep going. So yeah, I like Klay Thompson in this one. What about you, Coop? Who you got?
I got Kemba Walker. I like Kemba Walker. He's having an amazing season.
He is having
an amazing season. The guy could shoot the hell out of the ball. I like point guards. I normally think point guards.
Really?
I don't know what it is. I just normally guards shoot better than me, and Kemba being that small, I feel like normally the smaller you are, like, the more you need to have a jump shot. It's dumb. It's probably kind of irrelevant too.
Energy too
but,
plays in there.
Yeah, I guess with the energy and stuff. But I like the way Kimba shoots the ball. If I wasn't going Kimba, I'd probably go Kyrie. I think Clay's been a little off this year too, so
Okay.
that is the pick I'm going to stick with.
Fuck, give me Clay, dog.
Just to put it out there, Isaiah Thomas or John Wall going win the skills challenge.
I would
You
probably
mean,
take Isaiah in that as well. Even though he lost last year to, who was it? I think it was Karl Anthony Towns in the final. But that's always fun to watch. I will say that. That's a cool little contest. I like the when they do the, what is it? Damn, I can't remember the name of it. But when they do the one with the WNBA player, the current player who's an
And the
all-star.
legend, right?
shots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have
when they
court
do
challenge.
that, I like that. I think it's the hair shooters challenge skills. I don't know, but I like that shooting stars challenge. I don't know. That's always cool though. Seeing them hit the half court shots, that's dope. Not sure who's in that this year, but that's always fun to watch. We
Bro,
didn't really
I got
touch on the.
like
what's called.
Porzingis or Embiid taking the skills challenge. Like I
What?
don't know, bro. Watch how big they are. Like
Yeah.
make it, especially that.
Embiid's not even in it anymore though.
Oh,
but,
yeah, 'cause
they just
yeah, he
replaced
got-
him
he
with
got hurt, right?
Jokic. I think
Jokic
that's
is
his
pretty
name.
good.
Bro,
Yeah, Jokic,
he's an incredible passer. I don't know. I think there's something
Oh, yeah,
about
he
like
is nice.
like this new wave of big men, like
Yeah.
especially for the skills
Towns
challenge.
did it last
Not
year.
only they can shoot, but like making that pass in the bucket
Yeah.
from like 15 feet. It's easier for them because they're just passing it downwards. You know what I mean? So it goes in easier.
Rather
I
is-
don't know. Like
is better
I think it'll just be cool to see
Yeah,
like
some of the guards
Porzingis
struggle with that
into-
pass.
They
too.
do.
Yeah, man.
They do. Let's move to the main event, the last part of All-Star Weekend, the actual All-Star Game. Now, have they revealed the last spot that has opened up? I don't think they have because Kevin Love is out with a knee injury for about, 6 weeks? It's a long time.
6 weeks, yeah.
Like, is that up until the playoffs almost? Like, playoffs start in a couple
Like,
months from now.
I'm sleep. Nah, he gonna come like a
Right
month
back.
before the playoffs. But
Okay.
That injury's pretty serious. So like 6 weeks
Oh,
is
yeah.
a quick rehab time for that injury. Like,
That's
Especially
like-
this
yeah.
time of the season
6
when
weeks
they're
might
really
not be it, yeah.
that's extremely
Yeah.
fast for his injury.
Especially where the East is heating up. Like, we're going to talk about this a little bit more in just a couple minutes here because we want to touch back on that. That's huge. But, like, who do you think should replace him, I suppose? By the time this is up, they might
gotta
have
be
already replaced
Carmelo.
him.
Like,
think so?
Melo
I'm
or
surprised Melo
Wade
didn't
just
make
for the
it.
respect factor. I think.
What about Bradley Beal? Wizards been killing it lately. Like, oh, no. He might
There's
be
a few
deserving.
like you could
Like,
you could
look
argue
at
a few
the
players,
East.
but I'm more excited to see what happens with like the whole Westbrook drama. To be honest,
That's gonna
Facts.
be crazy, man. I don't know, especially because the other night, like, man, things look rough.
Even them sharing the same bench together is like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be weird.
Like, will one be sitting like all the way on one side, the other dude on the other side? Like, that will be kind of interesting.
it's just gonna be funny. Like Westbrook come up the court with the ball and like KD wide open, but he just take the shot anyway. Like, you know what I
Bro,
mean?
that's if they share the court at the same time.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
I think
I don't
KD
know.
gonna allow it, dog.
It depends what KD's gonna do with
Unless,
Steve
yeah.
Kerr, because it is Steve Kerr's. Like he is the coach.
I think
but
he said them four.
it's gonna
like,
be up
them
to
and the
KD,
Warriors to be out
honestly.
there. So I expect if the game's on the line, Durant's gonna be out there with those four guys, like like the Warriors crew. I think that's gonna be the case. So, oh no, you're gonna definitely see them. I'd say in the fourth quarter, if it's a close game, you're gonna see them two playing together, that's gonna be cool. I love the dunks in that. The dunks that we see in that game sometimes are better than the dunk contest. So that's always really exciting. Pumped for that. But as much as I'm gonna get killed for this, I want the East to win. The West team is definitely
What?
better in my opinion, but I want the East to win. Yeah, I'm a Celtics fan. I got
Such
my
a-
guy,
such a-
my
such a
guys
Celtics
in the
fan,
East.
man.
Like I want my dude out there. Like my team is my coach is gonna be coaching as well. So
What a homer!
I know what a homer. So I want the East to win.
I'm
I'm
just
pulling
gonna
for
say
them.
this.
West
I'm
is
gonna put
definitely
it out
better,
there. James Harden will win MVP this year.
No. Anthony Davis is winning MVP. I don't know what you're doing right now.
I don't see
Bab.
that
This
either.
ain't you.
I definitely don't see
What
that.
are you doing?
I see
What are
Russell
you doing,
Westbrook
Coop?
winning it if you want to be honest.
No,
but-
no, no.
Not the
That's gonna
man
be
you're
James
pretending
Harden.
to be right now. Not Harden.
Really?
Anthony Davis. 2 words. Come on. We can do this. Say it
Anthony
with
Davis
me.
Anthony Davis gonna probably score like 15 and like 8. Like, stop.
What? It's in New
You should
Orleans.
take
They're gonna
that back,
force feed him
maybe.
the ball.
He might score more than that. Oh no,
Bro, he's
yeah.
on a team with other superstars.
Yeah,
like,
but
what?
he's the team home
Yeah, but
team
that's
guy.
every year.
They feed the home team guys. They let them
like
hit
James
the bucket
Harden.
crowd.
James Harden gonna finesse the game, drop like 30, hit like 4 threes.
Yo,
And it
Coop
has,
was
like,
100%
7
right.
assists.
Anthony Davis, hometown guy.
They
Probably
love the
put up,
hometown
like 30,
guys.
15.
Yeah.
Probably
Hometown
get all
guys.
the
What are you
touches.
doing?
I got AD.
That's definitely how the All-Star game works. Like,
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be Anthony Davis.
It's probably going to be Anthony Davis, but I'm going to pick Isaiah Thomas.
If it's not Anthony Davis, y'all all owe me 50. Bet.
That's not how this works. What are you doing?
Why'd Bag make it sound like every year the All-Star teams aren't filled with All-Stars?
Well, I ain't mean to say it like that, though. I ain't mean to say it like that. But who y'all think will get the ankles broken, though? Somebody gotta get cooked up at least once.
Probably Isaiah Thomas. He be slacking on defense.
What are you doing? Stop it. You're not doing this with me in the call. You're not doing this. It didn't live up to the other night. Like, that Thunder game, man, the Thunder,
didn't?
they get spanked.
I don't think the
didn't
game
live up.
wasn't good, but
The game was a blowout.
like the
after
few
like
moments they
15
had
minutes.
were like, I don't know.
There was a couple cool little
I thought
funny
it was
moments.
exciting.
It was cool seeing them jaw and stuff like that, but like, I don't know, man. Like, I couldn't take it seriously as the Thunder are getting their butts spanked. Like, I can't take that seriously.
Yeah.
If anything, it puts like a possible resolution even further. Because
Yeah,
like for
I
a
guess.
while, KD made the media like, or the way he was talking to
Out
the
to
media
a villain.
made it sound like they
They
really
always say
weren't
that.
on bad terms. But that's
always
not what it looked like.
I did call him. Like, no, you text him. Like,
Yeah, they always
kinda
do that
crazy.
and play it up, but that will be crazy. Have we picked our winners? We picked MVPs. You guys got the West then, because usually the MVP's on the winning team. I think.
yep, I got the West.
This is rent. Well, nah, never mind. We can talk about it afterwards.
No. Wrap it up. We're going into a next topic. What you got?
I was just gonna say that KD's on a 1-year contract. Like I completely forgot that. And
Yeah.
isn't Curry's contract up soon too?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
No, they're both
They
up
both
this
free
year.
agents.
Yeah, they got a lot of like. I mean, I'm pretty sure they
You
keep
trying
them
to
because of
trying to
bird
say they're not
rights.
going to sign back?
Yeah, like they can't keep everybody.
I think they
can
can because of bird
Yes,
rights.
they can,
Yeah,
yeah.
Because he's been on the roster already, so you can
Because
you
of
can go
bird
over your
rights,
cap.
they can keep him and go over the cap.
KD, they got KD's bird rights. I
No,
don't
but they
think
have
so.
Curry's. They
No,
have
I'm
Curry's
talking about
bird rights.
Curry.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
gonna. Yeah, I don't know like
KD can pick up his
the
his
legalities of
options
it this
joint.
year, but I know for sure that they both can be re-signed for the
Yeah.
max.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know
yeah.
how. I don't know how.
It's super trash. The NBA it works like that though, and I know.
They can just go up over the cap too, right?
Yeah, they can go
Yeah,
over the
cap,
cap.
luxury
dude.
tax, like they got
Bird
it.
rights.
Yo,
Cap
this
just
is
blindly
crazy.
go over the cap.
It's what the Cavaliers have done. They can go over the cap because of the bird rights of players, and they're just way over the cap. They're so far into the luxury tax. So, yeah, they can keep the.
What do you think about if they just took away the max contract? Like, but they kept the salary cap, but no max contract.
So teams could still go over and into luxury, but like LeBron trying to get $100 million out here. Yeah,
Yeah, like
that'd be crazy.
what he's actually worth. I mean,
Yeah.
and like your bottom tier players, they get what like it's kind of like a socialist NBA where like the minimum and all like.
Yeah.
I mean, it would like every team would have like a superstar and or a star at least, and add a little more parity because like
Is
if
it
you're
not like
teaming
that
up
right
now,
It's not like that right now.
no.
It's
Who
not.
doesn't have a star?
most teams.
There's a lot of teams that don't have a star. Yeah.
I don't know about a star, but most teams have that guy.
They have
a
that
star
guy,
or
yeah.
an aging star.
But sometimes that guy is just that guy by default with a few teams. Like
I
I
mean,
don't know. Like you
I
could
don't
definitely
know.
look to a double tip.
I-
But say, like,
I-
some teams just got a young core that's
Yeah.
looking for that star though.
that too.
I think the older NBA was more based around like every team has a star,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
right now
definitely
it's
was.
evolved into like super
Multiple
teams,
stars.
but
It's
other
evolved to multiple
teams
stars,
still
yeah.
have like players who are known around the league.
Like yeah, a lot of teams have a guy, but somebody's got to score. Like
I mean-
Yeah.
that's just
Like I don't know, unless
Yeah.
I'm missing something. I don't think there are any teams that are just completely irrelevant. Like all the way irrelevant, you know what I mean? Like teams like the Suns, they got Devin Booker, Sixers got Embiid,
Yeah.
you know, Grizzlies
the
got
Nets
Conley, the Nets.
The Nets don't have
I mean,
any.
they got my boy SK, but like he ain't.
The Nets
He
don't
ain't
have
crazy.
anyone. We're not gonna call
Yeah,
Sean
might be
Kilpatrick
right
one of
there.
them guys.
I mean, Brooke
averaging
Lopez
like,
is
what,
loved by the
17
Nets fan
points?
base.
Brooke Lopez hasn't been that guy for a while.
He might
the
not
Mavs
be a
don't really have
star,
anybody
but
either. This is crazy.
Dirk
The Mavs?
Nowitzki,
Harrison
people still come out to
Barnes?
see him.
Dirk
Dirk's
Watch
still
that
that dude. Dirk's still
No,
that guy.
Dirk Super Watch. What are we doing?
No,
Dirk.
Dirk's
I
still
forgot he was
Watch.
still in the league. I
People
forgot
still
Dirk was
come
still
out to see
playing.
Dirk.
Nah, Dirk.
That's because
I,
they're a fan, but he
I
got
watched the
Yeah.
match the other night. Dirk's
Is that-
still pretty nice.
I didn't say every team had a star. I said every team has a player.
Yeah.
got that
When
guy.
Paul Pierce hit that trash three, that people were like, "I shed a tear."
Oh yeah.
Like,
What?
He's not that guy.
People
though.
were
What do you
doing
mean?
that with Dirk. Like Dirk hit a wide open stand on
like,
three, and they're like, vintage Dirk.
Dirk is so much. It's disgusting. I love
No, but that
Dirk,
wasn't
but
like
he's wild.
Dirk's last home game though. Like,
Yo,
I don't know.
you should listen to the announcers at Knicks games, bro. Derrick Rose goes up for like a normal fast break layup. Vintage Rose there on the fast
Oh yeah,
break.
they could be saying vintage Rose when he does
They started putting it on
it.
Twitter. Like, it'd be so annoying.
I love when they say that. Vintage Rose with the
Nah,
slap.
bro,
Rose even hate
that
them
word
saying
that
that.
word is so overused nowadays.
That's
Like it used to be, you know what I mean? Like you would say, like, oh, like that's vintage Kobe with the post fade,
Yep.
and now it's like people like 26 years old being like
The
that's
vintage
vintage. You know
layup.
what I mean? Like,
Oh, they did it with VC too. Like he did a rim grazer
Yup.
dunk,
Oh,
and they're
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh, did you
Yeah.
see VC?"
Like,
the
that's not
vintage?"
vintage
Like,
VC. He would have done a windmill reverse there. Like, I don't know. That would be interesting though if they did that with the Cavs. I just don't know how that would work. Like, because a team like the Cavs, like, could they even exist? Like, would the Cavaliers just keep paying in the luxury tax? Like, they would be so far in the luxury tax right now.
I'm
trying
pretty
to
sure
keep that
that
team
the
together.
Cavs are like well and above the front runners right now in terms of how much luxury tax they pay.
Oh yeah, they are.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they're like way further than the
Yeah.
second highest
It's not
paid
even
team.
close. I mean,
So
the Warriors might
I don't
contest with them. If
They
they
wouldn't
re-sign
exist,
both
I
of
guess
those
you could
guys.
say, to answer your question.
Yeah, like it would be hard for small markets to compete as well. That's one thing that like it would just be
Well, how would that make it harder for small markets?
because I don't think they would actually be able to afford
Well, no,
those
what Coop is
$100
saying,
million contracts. Like
what Coop
LeBron
is saying
would
is
want.
all the money wouldn't go to the highest paid teams because you can only have, I guess, like, what are you saying, like one max guy per team? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying, Coop?
pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so eventually, like, everybody has to get paid. So those stars would have to go to teams that have money to pay them, unless they
Is that
want
how
to,
it
I guess,
really
get
work?
underpaid.
I don't know.
I'm
Yeah,
going
see,
based
that's
off
how
what
you
Coop
think
is
it would
saying.
work, but
What's
I feel like
this
it would
weird
work
scenario
differently.
again?
It's
no salary
basically
cap?
there's no salary cap. I've heard
No,
this.
no. You could still have
Well,
a
no, there's a
salary
salary cap,
cap.
but
No,
there's no
Coop said
max
no
deal.
max
There's no max
contract,
number.
right?
There's no max number. Yeah.
Oh, so the salary cap.
Oh, wait, I'm confused. I don't. Yeah, I'm confused.
Like salary
Never
cap
mind.
still exists, but there's no max contract. So the cap would be different, obviously. Instead of it being what is that like 115 to 120 million?
Like
right
you
now.
know, like the max
It would be
contract you could
different.
offer, like
It's
is
20
like
it's
33
30.
million or
Yeah, it's
something.
like
Yeah,
30.
I don't know what the number
I
is.
think it was
but-
around like 28, 29. It's rose. To,
I
like,
think
30.
LeBron is the most paid in the league right now. It's 33.
It's yeah.
For-
It's,
yeah, for
it's,
the
Okay.
it's up
time,
there.
yeah.
It also depends on like your status in the league and things like that, and like All Star. There's a lot of like
Yeah,
different
it
things that-
depends how many years you've put into.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
if you're a
factors, but it's
veteran-
around that number.
But yeah, it's around
Give
the
or
30 now. But basically, he's saying if there was no number for that, so if you wanted to pay LeBron, I've heard this scenario, 100 million, would he be worth it? And the answer is yes. LeBron James is worth 100 million. Like, it really would be. But again, how would you be able to build the rest of the team though? That's the thing. Like,
that adds more, like, you know, I mean,
yeah,
More
it does
balance,
add a
you
lot
think?
to it.
yeah, more balance. It makes it a little more competitive. Because I mean, it's like 2 or 3 teams, maybe 2 or 4 competing for the chip every year.
Yeah, it's
and
pretty
now you're gonna
slim
have
now.
these LeBron-led teams, and you're gonna have these like average teams that are just well built.
Yeah, but would
That are-
LeBron
guys
really
take
be
pay
selfish
cuts,
enough
though?
to
That's the
demand
thing,
100
though,
million
like,
a year?
Like LeBron doesn't even really care about money like that when it comes to
Yeah.
his contract.
Yeah.
Seems like.
I mean, he's got
he-
the max.
they
I mean, you
definitely
could say
care, like,
that,
yeah.
but
No,
yeah.
the only reason he got the max is because, like, I think the CBA, or not the CBA, but like the Players
He
Association
can't take
wanted
less.
him
He
to get
can't
the
take
max.
less. Yeah, he can't take less.
Like they wanted him to like get the max to where I don't know, like that's just how do you
yeah,
want
the
it?
Players
So he-
Association
Well,
now,
let's
they
say-
want you taking your money. They don't want you taking
Yeah.
less. The bad president. So, yeah, they're
Yeah,
going to fight
exactly.
for you to take that max money.
Well, I wouldn't really mind that then if he just takes less money, and you know, like I wouldn't really mind that all that much, but I still think it would help a lot of the lower teams normally, you know, restore some competitive balance.
If
I don't
guys
know.
want to chase money, then yeah, I guess that would help. But
Yeah.
I
feel
think
like
it's a
super
weird
teams should
scenario,
still exist.
and
Yeah, it's
I don't
definitely
think
weird.
that's necessarily like the best resolution to you know, super teams.
Probably
I
not.
think there's better scenarios out there.
I mean, the bird rights thing, like, I don't understand bird rights fully, but, like, to me, that seems like it just, like, helps create the super teams. Like, I don't know. I don't see the purposing behind that and all, but, yeah, like, I don't know. I think it's a little absurd that the Cavs were able to pay all those guys all that money, like, and stay together. Like I don't know.
And they're
I'm sure
still
if
not
that's
the
your
best team,
Yeah.
like, in the league.
Yeah,
That's
like,
crazy.
That seems wild. Like,
no,
how
that's,
are teams
like,
supposed
I'm
to
not
compete
trying to
with
fight or like bring up a debate here. I'm just saying, like, it's like what Shake was saying, like they're one above like the highest paid team in
Yeah.
the league right now, and you
They,
know what I mean. Like,
they're not arguably well and above.
They spent their money poorly though. Like they just
They
maxed
are-
out dudes for the
that's-
sake of maxing
but,
dudes out.
But then
Like,
again,
That's how the NBA
it's like
is. That's how the
LeBron
NBA is.
wanted Tristan Thompson back, and Thompson was like, "Look, you're
want
paying
the
me the
max,
max,
yeah.
or I'm not staying." So
They
it's
let him go. Like, that's so stupid. Like, he's not a max player. Like, this
exactly,
is crazy.
but that's
He's
not what we're
definitely not
arguing.
a max
Like,
player,
we're
but
arguing that
everyone's getting
players
max
have
now.
say, like in today's NBA, which we shouldn't argue against. I think the players should have a say. Like, these are billionaire owners. You know what I mean?
They are.
They got billions. I mean, pay the guy. If you don't want to pay him, then he'll just leave.
Yeah. It's
So
tough.
somebody else. There's always
definitely
somebody who'll pay the players in today's NBA. So
Yeah, and
You
then
think
there's
Tristan
always.
Thompson could have got a max somewhere else.
Oh yeah.
Tristan Thompson could have
100%.
easily got a max. If he got a
100%.
max in
No.
Cleveland,
Someone would have
he
given him.
easily got.
Someone
Bro,
would've.
then Phil
Someone
Jackson.
would've.
No.
Phil Jackson would've
been
given him the max,
at
yeah.
Tristan Thompson's front door.
There's not
giving
Phil
him the max.
Jacksons everywhere. Like, just because y'all
No,
signed
there
Joakim
are.
Noah to like 50
There are.
million.
Bro,
There's a
there's
Phil
teams.
Jackson in LA, too.
There's teams who would die to get like an
No,
NBA champion right away.
Yeah, and
Nobody
a
wants
center,
no
too?
Tristan
Center's a
Thompson for
limited
max
position?
money.
Bro,
Oh,
so you're trying to say
yes.
Cleveland is the only team in the league who would have given Tristan
Lakers would
Thompson
have
the
gave him a
max?
max deal.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
unbelievable.
I cannot think of any other team that's
Bro, the
paying
Knicks
Tristan
gave
Thompson
Joakim
the
Noah
max.
72 million
the
over
Lakers
4
would
years.
have
And that is bad management at
Whoa.
its finest. Like,
The Lakers would have 100% given him that
The
money.
Lakers
as well.
might have did it because they did
Bro,
pay that one
Timothy
dude.
Mozgov.
They did it
Yeah,
because
they paid Mozgov.
Hey,
Hella player.
Mozgov,
like
solid. Don't sleep.
Mozgov
Stop
is like the
this,
worst
dude.
center
He's
in
like
the
a
league.
fifth of
Okay,
Tristan Thompson.
listen.
He's like a fifth of him.
What?
Bro,
for him.
once you get to a certain level of
Is he
talent
though?
in the
Yeah,
league as
Mozgov
a
is
player,
decent,
there
but
are
he's
teams that
nowhere
will pay
near.
you the max in today's
The-
NBA. That's
Tristan
undebatable.
Thompson and Biombo like the same thing.
No,
like,
I disagree.
Not everybody getting the max. Like,
Biombo got paid
Kidding
very
me?
handsomely as well. Like he got a great amount of money.
yeah, he ain't getting no max though.
I don't think he's as good. I
Bro,
mean,
that's
we didn't-
crazy, bro.
Like,
Somebody
you've
would have
seen
given
it for
Thompson the
longer with
max.
Tristan Thompson. You've only saw like a playoff series with Biombo. Like you didn't see him.
No,
kill it for
Biombo's
long.
always been. I mean, he's a defensive.
Yeah,
He's an
killed
elite
it in the
rebounder. I mean, he's like the same thing as Tristan Thompson.
I don't
Tristan
know.
Thompson,
Thompson
has
ain't that good.
basically
He-
no offensive game, and I mean, they're like the same thing.
Bro,
Biombo's
I'm
might
just-
be
I'm
more
not
athletic.
even-
solid with the free throws.
I'm not even arguing Tristan Thompson's talent level. I'm just saying there are teams that would have given him the max.
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
think he would have
Easily.
gotten as well.
Easily.
I'm
and I know it's
pretty
crazy
adamant.
because it's like as a player, like he's not a top 5 center by any means, but
Yeah,
easily
true.
would have gotten the max.
Boy, ain't
Yeah.
nobody giving Tristan Thompson no max.
Yeah, I'm.
If
I think
Mozgov
there
got
would be.
paid, Tristan Thompson would have got paid.
That's what I'm saying. Like Joe.
No. He would have got a contract because the salary cap went up, but he ain't getting
Yeah.
no max. Like,
I don't
I
know.
think it would have been pretty close. I think it would have definitely been in the 20 millions, like just how the NBA works. But let's transition from this. That was pretty interesting though. Like it would be interesting to see how the NBA works with all of that and like if they can actually keep that up and if teams would be able to somehow work it. There's just so much that would go into it though. It's kind of like we talked about the 2K esports where it opens up more questions than like we can provide answers. Like we can go on for literally years with that. But let's talk about our next topic, which is still, or do we want to talk about the injuries to the Cavs? I was gonna say we could touch on that.
or we could talk about Phil Jackson running the Knicks into the ground.
Damn, we made this personal.
We're
real
not
quickly.
doing this. Okay, you said PewDiePie, right?
We can go PewDiePie if y'all want. Yeah. So one big thing that recently happened, moving on to our next topic, is PewDiePie, a big YouTuber, the biggest YouTuber actually, basically got dropped from his YouTube network. If you don't know much about YouTube, most partners on YouTube are either partnered directly with Google and the AdSense program that pays them for advertisements on videos, or they're managed under a network that basically does that for you. They manage everything, and it just makes it a bit easier. So most of us are on network contracts and things like that, and they all entail their different purposes and things that we actually can't talk about. But PewDiePie got actually dropped from his network because he said some stuff that was anti-Semitic, or at least people viewed it that way. It, at a context, definitely would be viewed that way. Again, he really pushes the edge with, you know, his brand of comedy and banter, and basically he pushes the edge. He definitely does. I'm not going to act like he doesn't, but again, if you want to look up more into that, you definitely can. I'll leave an article down in the description, or there's videos on it as well. But let's just talk about more broader scale. Do you ever, like, feel like, is that censorship? Like, do you ever feel like you are kind of worried about what you're saying or in your videos? Do you ever think, like, hey, cut that shit out of the podcast? Like, might not be a good idea. But, like, things like that, are you worried about your network just randomly dropping you? Because that's a big business thing. Again, I'm just thinking about it from my perspective. If my network just randomly dropped me, I like my contract that I'm on. I like what I've signed. And now you would just be out there and for a while at least, I don't think your videos. What happens when you get cut from a network? Your videos aren't like, don't they become unmonetized for a little bit too?
Yeah, but you could just like click a button and they're all monetizing.
Is it that simple? You just click a button?
Yeah. I just went through it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, can you explain?
I mean,
it,
you got to log into an AdSense account, but that takes like 2 seconds.
All right, because
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's got like people handling that stuff for him.
Definitely does. But that's still scary though, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
you say something
I don't think it's.
cut?
I think if anything, it just speaks to like YouTubers right now still trying to push that transition into mainstream and to really like get into like the industry, I guess you can say, and how quick these companies are to drop said YouTuber because of just hearing some stuff about him.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know much about the situation, but in terms of like. They heard some stuff about him. It was bad. It gained a lot of traction. Dropped.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's one thing. Quick to jump to that button to drop you off and cut you off. I mean, heck, this is a guy who has a net worth of millions.
But all
like,
PewDiePie is gonna do is sign another mega deal somewhere else.
Yes,
like,
of course.
And the same would happen to you, Shake. If you got cut from a shit,
I'd get a
today,
nice
you'd be
deal
like, okay,
somewhere else. Yes.
Time to get a signing bonus somewhere else. Like,
Exactly.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, I like where I'm at. Again, I get paid on time and everything like that. Like, I have no problem. So it would just be a little. It would be a little annoyance, I guess.
It would be a slight headache, but then you get that signing bonus, new deal.
Yeah.
Wasn't that bad? Like,
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I briefly looked at the PewDiePie little thingy, whatever, and like this was like his repeat offense. Like he had done this multiple times and taken down multiple videos that had gotten heat. So I don't think this was a one-time thing, time to strike. I think maybe it was a couple of times and maybe they were fed up with it. I don't know. But it definitely wasn't his first offense.
It definitely wasn't. Again, he pushes the border with what he says and things like that. And I mean, that's just kind of how it goes. That's his brand of what he feels like is comedy.
And if that's not
humor.
what a company wants to represent or
It's
put
not.
out there or be associated with,
It is.
that's okay.
It's Disney. You
That's
know what I
another
mean?
thing,
Like
too.
if you work for Disney,
This is Disney.
Like, yeah, it's in your contract. Like, you know what I mean? There's no room for any sort of controversy.
That's the family-friendly brand, and
it's not like if like what supposedly was said, like of course that's condemned, like by like I'm sure all of us. So it's not, you know what I mean? So there's definitely no room for any type of hate or discrimination against any said group.
Yeah, like
It's just the entertainment industry in general.
So,
it's nothing new.
Yeah, I guess it is nothing new, but it is a little it's a little weird to see that, I guess, as a YouTuber. It's definitely strange, and I don't know. It's interesting, at least, to say the least. But let's move to our last topic, shall we? Do we want to touch on Mayweather McGregor?
TBE.
So all we need to know about Mayweather McGregor is TBE.
TBE,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I'm a Mayweather guy as well, so like that doesn't bother me. I'm sure the McGregor fans are like, no, grr. Like, they're all upset right now, but I mean...
Hey, let's touch on this Future album. This Future album about to be lit.
Oh, there's Future album coming out? Where?
Future album coming out Friday.
It drops Friday? Ooh.
Yep, it's gonna be called Future. Like, it's a self-titled first album.
This sounds
boy,
good already.
genius.
That's gonna be
17
heat.
tracks.
Wait, how
Pre-orders
many
up.
tracks? Ooh. Damn, that sounds
Heat.
fire. I like my Future. You know that. But that sounds fire. Ooh, now I'm excited. I didn't know that.
You ever thought about getting dreads?
What? Do you know how white people get dreads?
Dreads might be becoming on you, low key.
Do you know how white people get
Yeah,
dreads?
that might be your look.
I'm pretty
not how
sure.
they-
Don't white
That's
people
not how
get
white
dreads?
people get dreads,
Don't they not
Shake.
shower for like weeks and weeks
That's
with
not
their
how
hair?
you get dreads. Cut it out.
That's definitely how kids did it in high school when I was back in high school. We've talked on this
No,
before.
you definitely can wash your hair when you got dreads. Like,
I thought I don't know. I don't know how you like, even
No,
get.
so-
How do
some-
you get your
some
hair to
people-
look like
some-
that then?
some people have problems where their hair lock up at the end, where they're not allowed to shower, but you can rinse your hair. Like, you can't fully shampoo your hair and run your fingers through your hair. But
I don't even think I got enough
can
hair on
wash
my
your
head
hair.
to get dreads. It just doesn't work like that. My hair
No,
doesn't
you got
fall
enough.
that way.
You got
Nah,
more
you-
than enough head.
Yeah, you got more than enough.
You got a nice head of hair, babe.
Yo, what?
It just feel texture of hair. It's gonna take a while to actually
You
lock
got
in.
plenty.
Bro, just
Boy,
bring it. Just bring it.
I'm not hearing this from Haircut Every Week Burg, all right? We're not hearing this from you. This
Yo,
man been
Kuda
telling
got
us
a
he
point.
can
If
get
you did a
haircut
YouTube tutorial on that, you'd be
I that bang.
every week. Is this...
Where you get your hair cut at, Shake?
I get my hair cut at the most basic place. We have like a little place
Supercuts?
around here, or I'll get supercuts. It's either of those, yeah. It's either of those, to be honest. It depends on which one's busy. Like, I've gone to supercuts before. They're busy. I'll go to the other place. We have a local
They
place.
use scissors or they use clippers.
It's a combination of both. I get the clippers, I think, on the sides, and the back, and then on the top they usually do scissors or something like that.
Somebody got to say it. You making too much to be going to Supercuts. Like,
Well, we don't really have like in my area, right? Like immediate area, we don't have anything that's like really better than that. To be honest, like again, we have a little local place, but honestly, I don't think they're better. Like a few of the females at Supercuts. First of all, people, the chicks that work at Supercuts, man, they be fire. A couple of them chicks. I don't know, like I don't know. It's a lovely experience.
Bro,
usually
you
getting
ever
there.
try to spit game in the chair shake?
Oh, I definitely do. Of course. What? Who doesn't? Oh man, of course I do. Oh man.
Weird.
I mean, bro, as far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty sure
Man,
the
I only
other
had
four of
male
us go to
barbers.
guys.
I mean, if
Yeah,
y'all
we go to
go to
barbers.
barbers, yeah.
We go
Oh
to
no, dog.
barbers, so.
Like, it might just be the one in my area, but man, all the chicks who work at it are like mid-20s.
Nah,
They all look really
I
good.
never
like,
trusted a female in my head, like, to be honest.
Yeah,
I,
me
I
neither.
definitely trust them. They do a pretty good job. Like, I don't know, they do a good job. I tell them exactly what I want, and they do it usually.
how
yeah.
you spit game in a chair?
Yeah,
I
that sounds
don't
so
know,
weird
like,
and awkward. Like,
Bro, with the cape on.
Again, I'm one of two ways. Like, I'm either I don't want to talk. I'm just like trying to get in here and get my haircut done, or like, I'll be really chatty and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, you just gotta get it flowing. You gotta vibe with the.
So, like, what do you talk about?
Type
like
of
a
anything.
go-to
Usually
line.
YouTube though. Definitely give them a hard flex.
you
there's
be
not really
flexing
that-
it too?
You flex about your
You could
channel?
definitely flex.
Whoa!
I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with flexing. Like, we not gonna
Shake
act
that.
like a.
I got 500,000 views the past 48 hours.
No. We don't gotta do that, but I definitely do.
CPM
saying,
booming.
I'm
What's
gonna
your
do-
name?
But like,
Bro, so what do you say when they ask you what do you do on YouTube?
What they'll usually, I mean, how basically any conversation it seems like with a stranger will go is like sometimes they'll ask you, what do you do? Like I don't know, like if you go to a place like that, usually they'll ask, what do you do? What do you traveling, doing anything like that? And usually I got something going on that's pretty interesting to talk about, and I talk about it. It brings up YouTube, and yeah, usually that's always an interesting topic. Like the last time I was in the chair, the chick was saying she got a little ass kid. I think she was probably upper 20s, I would say, but she
So you
happened to
sound like
marry though.
stepdaddy.
So she was saying she got a kid
Sugar daddy bake.
who plays PlayStation and watches YouTube videos and stuff like that. He spends money on packs and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, it was just too easy. Like yeah, it was pretty funny. She was like, he's buying all this VC with my credit card and all this kind of stuff, and I was just dying laughing. And so yeah, it's always I like getting haircuts, man. It's cool.
Is tipping extra considered flirting?
It could be. I mean, well, it depends on what you consider extra. Like, I don't know. Like, it could be though.
Dude, that's a fire question.
It definitely could be. I
That's the most
suppose.
e-mate shit. Like, is donating flirting?
I mean, it definitely could be. Like, again, I don't know.
Nah, I tell my barber all the time, I ain't flirting with that nigga. Like,
Oh no
I'm
no!
just tipping.
He said tipping extra. He said tipping extra, not just tipping.
Tips are extra. Like, fuck you mean?
No.
Like,
He said tipping extra. So say you were gonna tip them, like I don't know, $10, and you tip them $15. That's what he's saying, I think. Because you're gonna
Dang,
tip
y'all
them
be
no matter
tipping that
what, first
much?
of all.
Bro, you
tipping
tip
like a few
$15
dollars.
No.
for a
I
haircut?
just gave an example.
Yeah.
I just threw an example.
Oh,
Bro, it's a
like, if I-
$25 cut, $5 tip.
Usually my
Right,
cuts are
like,
around
it-
$20, and I usually tip about 5 to 7. If
I
they do a
cut
good job, I'll
16, I
tip
just hand
10.
him a 20. Like,
If they do a good
$5
job-
tip.
If it's good, yeah. What's wrong? That's not a bad tip. What?
what?
You don't be
How
tipping
much
$5
you tip,
when you
Coop?
get a haircut?
Wait, what do you tip, Coop?
Yeah.
Dot.
a
Oh,
dollar.
Coop don't even tip.
I don't even want to tip when I leave. Like, this is crazy.
Wait, what?
Wait, but you're not the.
You don't tip them? Yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
You're paying
No,
them
no,
for
no, no,
the
no, 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 no. I tip them, and I thought I was tipping generously, but now y'all making me feel like
So what
How
you
much
tipping
do
them?
you tip?
$1? $2?
nah. Like I normally tip like I don't know, like $3, I guess.
How much is your haircut?
Yeah.
I think 15.
Okay. Wow,
So you
that's
stand
really...
there, get change, and hand them $3 as they tip when you give them a 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog,
I need my tip back.
that's a little under. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little low. It's a little low.
Bro, he just pockets
Yeah.
the two singles.
Yeah, what do you
on
do?
Chase
Do you hand it
Transport.
20 then you
$2
take some of the
dog.
dollars back?
Oh, bus fare.
I ain't
ass
got it
boy.
like y'all. Like
I don't know.
Bro, what?
It also depends on how often I suppose you get your haircut.
I don't flirt with my barber like y'all. So
I'm just, again, tipping them isn't flirty, but tipping them extra, that could be considered that.
anything over $3 is flirting. Like
Cut it out. Cut it out. That was
No, definitely not. Like,
Anything
it's a
under
respectful
5
tip.
is underpaid.
Like, anything under 5 can be kind of, yeah, I feel like
If
that's
you give
undertipping.
somebody a 20 and stand up for your change, you ain't shit.
Yeah,
anything over
yeah,
3,
that's
like you're
super
expecting
savage.
a happy ending.
Like, if
Like,
you-
y'all
Bro,
some
you don't just
What
like
did
keep
you
the
say?
change
What did
and
you
like
just
walk
say?
away.
He said happy ending? What?
He said happy ending if you tip it over 3, dog. Like, what are you
Boy.
doing?
This man.
I'm saying that's y'all mindset. Like
She gonna say it's
Hey,
1950.
I'm not about
and Burg,
that.
he gonna look at her and be like, "All right, change, please." Like he gonna be hand out ready for them 50 cents. Man,
y'all like, I need my money back. So I mean,
damn.
That's wild.
I definitely look at you another way now. You hand him the 20 and you need that $1 back, boy. That's crazy. Dog. Your barber gonna fuck your shit up one day and you gonna be like, damn, now I know why. I wasn't tipping him enough. How often do you get a haircut?
I rarely go, to be honest with you.
That's what I'm saying. I rarely go too. I feel like if you rarely go, you should be tipping them more. Whereas if you're in there every week, like I think they could understand if you're not tipping them a bunch. And that's also a shorter haircut.
True.
But if you go in there and you're getting like your whole head chopped off, yeah, you better be tipping them. If you're in there for
everybody not tipping them no $5. That's like,
Bro,
I mean,
thought
the
that
broke
was, like,
boys ain't
common,
tipping them
like,
$5
barbershop,
probably, but-
like culture is like a $5 tip.
$5
to be
tips.
honest.
Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty general standard for
cuts
getting
used
a
to be
haircut.
$8. Like
Yeah,
Facts.
cut definitely used to be $8. Like,
I don't know if I've
and
ever
tips
gotten
used
an
to be
$8 cut.
Like, I always ran up to like the nearest $5 to be
What's
honest.
an $8 cut? Is
Yeah.
that for like little kids? Like I've never heard of that. Do y'all ever get more than that? Like, do y'all ever get your hair shampooed when you go or things like that? I know they do it at like fancy places where you can get your hair shampooed and like all this other kind of stuff. All the
Yeah,
time.
no, he does like the whole like, it's pretty cool.
Like,
I understand why
really
Kuda
nice.
tips so
Yeah.
much. Like his cuts be real fire. So.
Yeah, your cuts definitely be
my
fire.
my
Yeah.
cuts do be fired. Wait, $5 is not extra. Wait, we're now pretending like $5 is like that's like common barbershop
Oh, it
culture.
definitely is.
It's like a
Nah,
I'd be
$5
offended
tip.
if somebody
Like,
tipped me
I
$5.
grew up
Like,
off
why
that.
you flexing?
This man Coop thinking that extra $5 could be a whole meal for the day. Like,
It is a whole
really
meal.
could.
Like,
It
it
definitely
is a whole
but
meal. Don't play
you gotta
yourself.
respect,
Is it?
You gotta respect the culture.
it's a
of
whole
the
meal.
city.
not.
You gotta
Yes,
respect.
it is.
$5
I
ain't
eat
a
like
meal?
$5 a
You
meal.
can
What
definitely
do
get a
you
meal
eat?
for $5. Yeah, you could.
What meal? Y'all eat off the dollar
I
menu
go
or
to the
something?
store,
McDonald's
buy some
got a
chicken
$1
and buy
million
some rice for
menu, like-
$5. Like you can buy a meal. Like
What do you do?
any kind of meal.
How much you?
You can spend $5 and get a meal. Yeah.
I can't go to a restaurant without at least spending like 15.
That's
Nobody
a
said
restaurant.
restaurant.
That's
Oh
a
my
restaurant,
God.
though. That's a restaurant. That's not a meal. You're not
Hey,
eating
fuck with
it.
these fast food places. I gotta
You're not
spend, like,
eating
at least
it with the
15,
Cheesecake Factory for every
Bro,
meal.
here we go. How much should you tip? Tips on tipping everyone from the hairdresser to the pizza delivery guy.
Okay.
Hairstylist, colorist, or
Oh.
barber. 15 to 20%.
Boy.
That's like around $5.
I
Dog,
ain't gonna
pieces
lie.
be including they tip sometime in like the charge.
They
so.
do. Well, you just gotta.
Shoot,
you
I
gotta
get
read
charged
it.
for
You gotta read
delivery, so I just give them like $2. Like,
it. Really? You only give him $2? Damn.
$2-3, yeah.
I
I don't
kinda
carry. I
struggle
don't carry
tipping a
cash.
pizza
Wait,
man.
I
pay
gave
my
the
car.
guy
I
last
guess
night
Coop has a
$4.
point.
I got pizza
Coop has a
last
point because 20% of 15 is 3. So if his cuts are
Yeah, but
if his
on a
cuts are
haircut though,
$15.
like, I don't know, like,
I'm just not gonna
I would
stand
still
there
give
waiting
$5.
for $2. Like,
yeah.
I'm just not gonna do that.
That's
but,
another thing. I'm not gonna stand there waiting for $1 or $2.
I'm definitely not gonna get $5 and change, hold all 5 singles in my hand, and pick out 3.
Yeah, that's super
Yeah, like,
savage.
what?
I mean, we not all big shots like yo. We not all hefty pack,
Facts.
bag and Burg.
I feel
and,
like-
and
No.
General though, like,
I'm struggling.
I'm
Same.
super frugal. Don't play yourself.
definitely
bro.
talk
I
for
just-
yourself here,
frugal.
but
you frugal, but you tipping $5 for haircuts. Okay,
it's a general rule though. It's like a rule of thumb. I don't know. It's like tipping 20% at restaurants. Like tipping less. It's like, what are you doing? Come on, man. Like
This
unless
is
the
how
service
you
was
know
really
Burg
bad.
is a nigga. He tips 5 for haircuts, but he goes to strip clubs and picks up ones.
What are you doing? What are you doing? That was shake. That
Oh,
was
no,
shake.
that's definitely
That
you,
was
though.
shake.
That's definitely
We
you.
gonna cut that out.
boy.
That was shake.
You go to the strip club and say, do I have to tip them?
We gonna cut no. That was shake, dog.
That's
That
definitely
was
not
shake.
getting cut out, boy.
That was 100%
Oh,
shake,
that's
dog.
definitely not getting cut out. That's for another day, though. That story's definitely for another day.
Dog.
We'll
This
definitely
wasn't
find
even
a way
my
to get
money
that
Shake was
story.
picking up. Shake picked up another dude's
Whoa,
money
whoa,
because
whoa.
it flew by him.
No. Don't lie. Don't lie. I was there with
Oh,
you. You picked up a few dollars. Nothing wrong with it.
Dog, you're not about to allow me not
Someone
today,
threw
dog.
$1. It didn't make
No,
it to the
no,
stripper,
cut it
and you
out.
picked it up. It's all good.
Cut it out. Cut
No,
it
no.
out, dog.
We're not doing this,
Cut it
though.
out. That ain't gonna mess up your shit. But like to me, it's just if you handed them a 20, you might as well just let them hold that 20. That's just me. Now, if I got solid cash,
Yeah.
let's say a 10 and a 5 and it's 15, I might not tip you. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's just me though.
That's you might not tip them. I mean,
I don't
If I
really
just got a
carry
solid
cash.
10 and a solid 5, I'm not about to go up out my way to find someone to tip you or here, hold that. But if I got a 20, I'm not about to go out my way to get
Gotcha.
$2 back from you either. That's just
all
me.
right. Yeah, you're not gonna be frugal with it again. The getting $5 back and then sitting there and going 1, 2, 3 out of that. Yeah, that's a little too savage for me. I
I mean,
can't do
if you
that.
gotta sit there and count it, like you
I ain't got it in my
probably-
heart like that. Like that's just ruthless, in my opinion.
That's what the barbers be doing though. They pull out them 5-1s and count it out to your broke ass. Here you go, your change.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
can't be doing that shit, dog.
Now, like, there's definitely people that don't tip them at all too. So I don't know. They're probably used
People
to it.
that ain't got it like that. Like,
yeah.
some people just gotta pay the exact amount. Like,
That's one thing too. Like, if I'm in a bad mood, I don't want to talk, and like they don't make me talk or something. Like, they're not like constantly asking me like, "So how's your day going?" And I'm like, "Not too great." Like, if I clearly say like if I'm not having a good day, I'm not gonna lie to you and say like, "Great, great, great. How about you?" Like, I'm having a shitty day. I'm gonna say that. Oh, if someone asks me if I'm having a nice day, I'm gonna straight up tell you either I am or I'm not. I'm not gonna say good.
Ain't nobody trying to hear you having a trash day.
No, but exactly. And they stop talking right then. They say, "Oh, damn, that sucks."
Depressing ass barbershop talk.
Right.
No,
I
like-
see why you tip them. Like, I'd want 5 too after talking to you.
Hell yeah, definitely got her ass.
Like, nah. Like,
Is that like your
Therapy
way
session
of
with
like
Shake Bitch
communicating and telling people like you don't want to talk?
no, but
Because
I
like
mean,
usually
again,
my way is like if I don't want to
Headphones,
talk to you,
podcast,
like I'll just answer like in really short
one word,
answers.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what people do too.
I'll be very
I'll
blunt.
do that as well. That's what I'm basically doing by saying like no, not.
But like I don't just respond. But yeah, I'm having a really bad day. Like I'm like this is the worst day ever.
No. I'm not doing that. I'm going like they asked you, "How was your day?" Pretty shitty. Like it was pretty crappy. Like short and simple. Like I'm keeping it short still. I'm
See,
just
that's
being blunt.
wild, bro. That's something you see like in a movie. Like I didn't think people
No,
really
no.
did that.
I definitely do that. Like I'm pretty blunt with people. I see no reason to lie to this random stranger cutting my hair. Like I'm having a shitty day. I'm having a shitty day. You know.
You consider your barber a stranger?
Again, I don't get the same person usually. If I go to Supercuts, it's usually
That might be your problem.
there's like 3 or 4.
Gotta get you a consistent
There's about
barber.
Get your
3 or
boy,
4
Coop.
people
My
there.
barber-
No.
I go to the barbershop.
Get your boy, Burg.
They gonna start flaming your dumb ass if you got a fucked up head. They gonna flame it till you get a fresh cut.
I don't know what you talking about. I like my hair.
I'm
I
just saying,
love
like
my haircut
my
right
barbershop got nothing but PS4s and niggas.
All right, what? All right, see now you're lying. When you
Bro, you
start
got a
saying that there's
PS4 in your
PlayStation 4, you're
barbershop?
lying.
Hell yeah.
You're lying. You just I'm
Bro,
calling
I don't
you
know
on
if
that.
that's cool or if that's like just
It's
like
super
doing too
heavy.
much.
Oh, oh,
kids,
no,
baby.
all they got in there is like in the barbershop you walk in, bro. They either playing a movie or somebody playing Madden. Like that's all they do in my barbershop. And they talk about sports.
Bro, and you never like once said like pull up on 2K. If I beat you, I get a free cut.
Nah.
Like, cause that would be me every time.
Like,
told
if
you,
they
that's
got the
not the first
PlayStation
time-
in there, you might
that's
as
the-
well.
that's-
I don't know.
That was the second time I ever met Chad Johnson. He was in the barbershop playing Madden. That's when he used to play for the Bengals though. It was a long
And you ain't
time
get a
ago.
picture?
Nah, I didn't have a cell
Nah,
phone.
Bag's not like that. Bags. He keep it
I didn't
cool.
have a
I
cell
care
phone
to
that
meet
time.
famous people.
Bag don't get
Yeah,
phased.
Bag
by
hates
that, yeah.
celebrities.
Like,
I don't
we-
hate celebrities. I just don't. I'm not starstruck like y'all. Like, oh my god, it's such and such. Like, but they humans. Like, what?
No. I think you just say that. I think he probably does actually. Like, oh my god.
Bro, you can't tell me if Keisha Cole is walking down the Cincinnati streets, you wouldn't walk up to her.
Shit. Fuck you
See?
mean? It's like, hey, that was a low blow.
He just don't be telling us who he gets starstruck over. That's
No,
the
like
thing.
I don't like when it
He'd
comes
be like,
to
oh, Chad
athletes or-
Johnson, man, he's cool.
When it comes to
but like don't tell us.
if I was to meet J. Cole, I'd probably be more impressed with meet J. Cole than any other artist right now. Like I want to sit down and talk to J. Cole. Like I don't do all that.
Obviously, you're not gonna sit there and go,
BS.
oh my god, J. Cole.
I won't
Like,
do that. Like I'd be like, oh snap, that's J. Cole. Like
yeah,
oh
I mean,
snap. Like
that's
no.
I mean, like-
I
Usually
want to
people
run
do
up.
that.
Let's get a picture. Like I don't do that.
you don't run. First of
I-
all, you don't run up to like anyone to do that. Like you if you're gonna like do that, you approach them in a mild manner.
I was in a casino with the entire Bengals team and didn't even run up on them, not one of them, bro. Like
You was probably scared.
Yeah, you might, but
I wasn't
You
scared.
was shook. Like, it ain't because you too cool. You just
definitely might have been shook. I mean, oh.
I wasn't even shook. I was
I
playing
wouldn't have ran
blackjack
up on
with
a Bengals in the casino
D'Amato
either.
Pecco. Like stop it. Like I can't believe y'all was falling to this.
You thought Chad Johnson was cool enough to casually mention to us, but
Yeah.
you don't want to meet nobody.
But
Like,
nah,
what?
nah.
Because
I ain't wanna get a picture.
Chad, my goat. Like he's my favorite football player of all time.
And
like,
there's something wrong with wanting a picture with him? That's basically
I
what you're
never
saying.
said-
Like,
no, I never said there was nothing wrong with taking a picture with him. Kuda asked, "You took a picture with him?" I said, "No,
He
I
said
didn't
he
even have
have
a
a
phone at the
phone.
time."
yeah, I don't know. A picture lasts forever. Like, what's wrong with that? Like,
Yeah,
you,
I don't mean like run up to them and be like, "Oh my god, like I need a picture."
I got an autograph-
I mean
I got
more
a-
like
just-
you
like,
like
you meet
you go
him
up
and you're
to
just like,
somebody
"Yo, can
and
I get a
like, you
picture?
know
This is
somebody
cool." Like-
and you're like, "Yo, like I'm a huge fan.
Yeah,
like
I'm a huge
it would
fan.
mean a lot if we could take a picture."
That's doing too much. Like,
there's nothing.
That's
There's
doing too
nothing
much.
wrong with saying, "I'm a huge fan. I love what you do. Can we get a picture?" They're either gonna say yes or no. And if they say no,
Bro, I said
hey,
that once.
have a nice day. It was cool meeting you. So I guess say.
I met this one like huge YouTuber with like million
Whoa.
subscribers once at Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
And like I went up to him. And I didn't even want a picture. I just went up to him just to be like, "Yo, like I see what you do, bro. I got like a lot of respect from you. Like I didn't even mention myself being a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I was like, I just got a lot of respect for you, and it's just like, really cool what you do." He didn't even like look up
Really?
at me. He just like gave me a fist.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And, yeah. So I mean, like I understand like the mentality of like not wanting
Oh,
to go to people
yeah.
because you know there's people like that.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm more of a sense where it's like I feel like the people who I actually really like follow and like per se like look up to, like I'd expect them to not be like that because I think I know them like enough.
Yeah, you definitely
But
look at
who
someone
knows?
differently when they act very different than when they do, I guess, in whatever medium you follow them on. So it is kind of weird, but
Damn, you YouTubers are the worst. Y'all really do
What-
get Hollywood.
what do you mean? Oh, nah. I mean, I think most of us in here are fairly un-Hollywood. Like, if we get noticed, I usually think we talk to that person. We don't just keep walking.
Wait.
Except for Burg, probably.
I know we're not gonna. I know we're not
Burg
talking
get
about
noticed,
it,
he's
and
saying, no,
nobody's
no,
gonna-
no, it's not
Wait,
me.
hold
I
on.
don't know that, man.
How is nobody gonna mention
That Coop
the
story?
words Coop?
Wait, what happened?
I'm gonna have somebody else
We're not
know.
gonna skip past
What
that.
happened?
Shake, you got
What
it.
happened?
What?
No, what happened? I missed it.
You don't know the story?
Nah, what story? What is it?
Nah, we're not doing
Bro,
that.
got it.
Oh, I know.
All right,
I
this
know.
is a good time to
That's
wrap it up.
Coop went to this gym, right?
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah, good time to wrap it
Oh,
up.
I think you've told me about this. He went to the gym and he met a
Good
subscriber.
podcast today.
And he told a subscriber it wasn't him.
Yeah, that's your comedy. Oh my god.
Coop probably had 5K subs. Hollywood as fuck.
Right? He's like, nah, I
cut
don't
this
know
part
that man.
out.
I don't know that cat. I don't know that cat. I do
cut
look
this
like
part
him,
out.
though.
Yo.
That's Kiwi,
Oh
dog.
my god.
Nah, how do you even
Nah,
do that
that's
with a
not
straight
me.
face?
Wow.
Right? That's not me. That's some other 6'8"
Wow.
light-skinned deep voice guy. Not me. That's not me.
I know somebody else that did the same thing too, though. My man replied, "This ain't PSN." I was like, "Damn."
He said, this ain't PSN? What? Who said that?
I can't say
Oh,
his
like
name, dog.
in person, you mean?
Yeah, in person.
Oh, man.
In person. He was at work. They came up to him and he said, "Nigga, this ain't PSN."
I think that's what you're talking about. That's wild.
That is wild. This ain't PSN.
My man wasn't
So
ready.
we lying for the sake of the podcast now.
No,
Bet, Bird.
all truths on
No,
here.
cut it out. Cut
No
it out.
false alternatives.
might
It's
still
all
find it
good
on
if you didn't
Twitter.
want to talk at the gym, though. Like, it's all good.
Bet. Nah, I like the direction of the podcast.
I like
This
the,
is good.
you sound like that dude in the chair when the house on fire. This is fine. Like, where this is going. I forgot about that story. That story funny as shit. You want to wrap it up, man? We're going
Nah,
on.
you better wrap it up. Coop about to go last.
Yeah,
So
Coop
wrap it up.
is about to fire on someone real quick.
Right?
Time to wrap
we-
up episode 4. Oh, unless you got something
Bro,
you
it's
wanna
not
say,
safe anymore.
No, I was just gonna say we good for this one.
We
Next
definitely good.
podcast, I'm coming back guns a-blazing.
guns
They coming out my back.
I like that. Episode 4 of the TheYuckCast with Kuda. Be sure to follow him on his social mediums. Those will be down in the description. We'll have all of ours, links to SoundCloud, iTunes, and everything like that. We hope you guys did enjoy this episode of the TheYuckCast. And yeah,
Yeah.
we out here. Woo.
Y'all some niggas.